Okay.
Hi!
Hello.
Our chosen artist is Josiah Leon. He was born in California and plays over 7 instruments, which means he was musical from a young age. We searched multiple times on SoundCloud for acoustic artists and found many different people such as Carl Hawk, Anton Brello and 2for2. Despite finding all these artists, we eventually came across Josiah and found his song By Your Side. We thought this really reflected the acoustic genre. We decided to use him over the other options as of this. We felt that we could work better with this song and more ideas for the video could be generated. This is the song.
You don't have to doubt me, you don't have to worry. I'm always gonna be here. I would play my life down for you, I'd make it safe.
We chose to do post-hardcore rock genre as it reflects our personalities because we will listen to that genre, but despite us all liking it, we prefer to use an acoustic genre because not many people chose to use it, so we felt it would be something different. We really liked the tone of his voice and it worked well with our chosen one, so we found more artists with the acoustic genre, but we were able to expand our ideas and come up with a suitable music video for this song, which is why we chose it.
After speaking with our artist, we decided that our concept for the video would be a couple walking backwards through time. We are going to start with the old couple, which is basically just going to be the old man, throwing his wife's ashes over a river, and work our way through flashbacks of the couple getting younger each time a new one comes along, until we get to the beginning where they meet as toddlers. We will start the video in colour and go backwards until we reach black and white, making the video seem more realistic as a flashback. We will then reverse the video and play it in fast forward as a recap of the flashbacks. It will then end with the shot we used at the beginning of the old man spreading his wife's ashes to show the end of the memories that were once prior to her death. This will also be edited into black and white to represent the end of the narrative story. For locations, we are planning to film in many different ones. For example, Horseshoe Lake for the shots of the teenage couple walking around the lake and things like that. Church Park for the Lovejoy family playing with their daughter on the swings and slides and things. Terrace House for the Upton family children, which are like the toddlers, and we're going to have that whole cliche little kids kissing each other and running away sort of thing. Then the recreational ground for the elderly couple, because that's we're going to use the bridge then, that's where the ashes are going to be thrown over. And then Camley Town for any extra shots that we haven't got around to filming.
We've spoken to our actors for our video and we've established a few set dates to film for different shots for each couple. So we aim to film our first few shots on the 26th of November during enrichment with the Lovejoy family, as it means that we will be available then. Our next date is on the 5th of December during after school hours at Terrace House. And then the next dates would be later in December on the 22nd and the 23rd, which is during the Christmas half term, so that everybody's free on those days. And we decided that if it rains, we're going to look ahead of schedule at weather forecasts, so we can kind of get back updates if need be, if it looks like it's going to be bad weather.
For the cast, we have chosen them upon their relationship statuses and their willingness to act in our piece. We have chosen James Spiller, his girlfriend Abby Moores, Mr. and Mrs. Lovejoy and Amy, Bethany's grandparents and the Upton family. We picked James, Abby, the Lovejoy family and the elderly couple as they are all couples in real life, which means there would be realism to add the acting in the shots. We chose to use the Upton family because their children are of the right age to use for the toddler shots. We also felt that all of our chosen actors could be trusted not to mess around during filming. Okay, our target audience is for the ages of 13 and 25. We thought this is because if you pick someone from the audience at random, it would more likely be a teenage girl because the song is about relationships and obviously that's what we're more drawn to. Many individuals between this age group tend to listen to a range of genres depending on their moods, and we felt this is quite a neutral song and it could be listened to at any mood.
It's effective because it's using real life scenarios, so it means that people are able to relate to what's being shown, and it can compare it to their own relationships in their lives. And this method of music video is effective because it plays on the audience's emotions and helps them emphasise with the other couples.
Thank you for listening. Any questions?
Chris?
In terms of the toddlers and that, how are you going to sort them out? You know what I mean? make them do what you want them to do?
I've known the children since they were born, so they know me pretty well. So they'll listen to anything I say, and I've known their parents for a long time. So you can possibly have their parents there as well, just to straighten them out.
Can they act?
Yeah, like, don't worry, we've already sorted that out.
How old are the toddlers?
I think the boy, is 7, so it's not really a toddler, but you know. And the girl, I think, is 5. I don't really remember. Should I answer?
Are all the different actors meant to represent the same 2 people growing
Yeah.
up? So how would you manage to show that to the audience? Because have
Well,
you
we're
made
going-
it look like your cast, so it all look roughly the same and they all have roughly the same hair colour and physical features?
Yeah, definitely. We're starting from when they meet as toddlers, and then they're going up to. So we're going to start with the Upton family with the children, then we're going to go to James and Abby, and then we're going to go to Mr. and Mrs. Lovejoy, and then we're going to go to the grandparents. So I think they roughly look the same.
It will be in like time order, so it kind of makes sense once it's put together.
I wonder if there's any kind of narrative device you could use, because that was one of my key questions as well. Are these actors all representing the same couple? So they're kids playing together, they grow up, they fall in love as a young couple, they then get married, they have children, they have a family of their own, and then they are old. So I'm interested to see what we're going to look like as this. Who's your old man?
Bethany's grandfather.
Right. Okay. And have you spoke to him? Is he happy to do
Yeah,
this?
we spoke to Bethany, who then contacted him and made sure he was available on the days, so he said he'd do it for us.
How
Does he
old
know
is
what
he?
he's doing?
How old is he?
Yeah, we know.
How old is he?
Just a bit younger than you, sir.
Younger. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, I think he's around 75-ish, isn't he? I think so.
While we're talking about the narrative then, can I ask, because you mentioned quite a lot of complex things there in terms of some colour, some black and white, there's some going backwards, there's some going forwards, it all sounded incredibly complicated. Have you thought that through and made sure that that's going to, 1, be possible, but also 2, that you've got the abilities, editing wise and whatever, to make that happen?
We did speak to Sarah about kind of the whole adding the shots all together and everything before we properly planned it out.
Sam,
And he did
just
say
push
that
the
it
laptop
was,
down.
I'll just say available to do. But yeah, we have kind of thought about it. We did some editing with the colours in our
Last performance.
yeah,
Piece.
so we kind of know how to work with it around that. So
Okay, so have I understood it right that it will go backwards, but then at the end it will then run through forwards again, but quicker?
Yeah. we're
Okay,
gonna
let
test
me
our
explain
theories
it for
as
you. The first shot is going to be the old man in colour throwing his wife's ashes in over a river because it's going to be a significant spot for them. And then we're going to go backwards. It's going to be a really fast, not fast forward.
rewind.
Yeah, that one. It's going to be a
Yeah.
really fast rewind straight back to the beginning. And then you're going to see the toddlers, and they're going to be black and white. And then as you go forward from the toddlers, then to James and Abby, then it's going to start gradually getting back into colour.
So it will end and begin in the same place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you reusing the same shots you've already used in the first half when you rewind? Because if so, don't you think that'd be rather boring for
Yeah,
the
no,
viewer
we're
to rewatch?
We're
what's
gonna
just
change
happened?
some.
We are going to vary our shots with the old couple as well as with every other couple. So.
One thing I would say, if you are working with literally rewind and fast forward, don't underestimate how much footage you need, because obviously if something's rewinding, it's playing at 4 times the speed, which means you're going to need 4 times the amount of footage than everybody else. So if you've got an old man that you're wanting to film walking around a park or whatever he's doing, bear in mind you're going to need quite a lot of footage of each of these. Don't underestimate how much time you're going to need, particularly if you want things to play quicker or slower, faster than they normally would. I would say.
Your filming dates, you mentioned doing a couple of days that were literally right before Christmas. Even though those people, I presume, have said they're available, have you got a backup plan given that pre-Christmas people are very busy, and if people aren't suddenly there or duck out, have you got a backup plan?
Yeah, we were going to discuss the backup dates nearer the time if anything did pop up, because it would kind of be in the same situation with the weather. So, because we do have outside shots as well as indoor ones. So.
And we were thinking possibly first week of January then, if those dates don't work out, or the second week.
you've got I think you've got a real opportunity here as well to add an extra dimension to this, because it is Christmas and a lot of this is about family. I guess it's about life's journey, and you're reflecting poignantly on somebody's life, aren't you? You're looking back. We tend to think about the times when we are happiest or saddest or whatever. Christmas tends to be a happy time. I wonder if you could kind of work into your concept a little bit, because it is going to be Christmas and you know these people, you're going to be at their houses at Christmas or whatever. Maybe getting some footage that could like be a repeating theme. So maybe the kids are playing at Christmas and we do some shots at Christmas time or whatever, but that could give you an extra dimension. I'm not saying you turn it into a Christmas video, but it's just got that kind of, that could play to your strengths if you're clever about it. What you don't want is well, I suppose you might want it to come out of the blue, but you know what I mean, just like random Christmas shots, in same as them in Camberley High Street, whatever, is a potential.
Any other questions?
I think it sounds very good. I think it sounds very interesting. I think your storyboarding, as with everybody else, will be key.
Zoe's working on it,
Yeah, start with like the verse that you want to work on, but you literally break it down, and remember you're going to need a lot of footage if you are planning on speeding up tape. All right, good, well done, thank you.